This is my most expensive craft yet. Please roast me in the comments for how badly I did this, but let me explain what we're doing. We are making a grasping male that will be either Shaper or Elder. And because we're only doing a single modifier, that means that we're rolling off of purely the grasping male modifier pool. I believe, because I was able to find on PoEDB weights, that weighting does matter. And so the weighting that I'm focusing on here, as you can see, is speed, because the only speed mod is the attack speed per dex, which is really sought after. And because we're doing this with a Shaper Elder, if we hit Elder, they can roll, of course, the increased dex modifier. If we hit Shaper, you can always combine it with an Elder, and then you could try to do some shenanigans with that if you would like. But also note, I'm doing a 50% chance for demon corpses to not be consumed, because I'm also doing a 400% chance to craft an additional item, and all of the additional items are demons. So I'm trying to save some money there. This is like 25 divines, I think. Let's just go into it. Okay, so a lot of demons survived over here. We have to look at that after this. Because if it's over here, it's like 2 divines each for additional. So I'm going to grab these, and then I'm going to look first at the additionals. So we have 1 survived. 2 survived. Wait, 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 additional survived. So that is 8 divines saved on that cost. Now we can look at these males. Now we have 5, and 3 of them are Elder, which is good. Let's see what we get. Let's see if the grasping male percent works the way I think. Most of these should be the attack speed. So attack speed on a Shaper. We prefer it to be on an Elder. Attack speed on an Elder. Okay. That's not what we want. Attack speed on an Elder. And that's attack speed on an Elder. So this does work. So okay. So how much is a fracture of... Let me check this first, since this is like the dud. Well, fracture. Get rid of Shaper. It's like a 50-50C, but of course it is Shaper, so maybe it's worth more. I don't know if that appears on my recording when I use that, so I'll just tell you. So if I check the value of these, if I go and I do base item, Shaper, there are 4 of these fractured. It says the cheapest is 6 divines. Okay. And if I check this and I go to base item and I check Elder, the cheapest at the moment for this, it says 195 divines. I'm going to be very honest with you right here. That pretty much means that they're fully crafted, so people have just crafted on them. But yeah, that is that's good. That means I made my money back, because 25 divines minus, what is that? 1 again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. So that's down to 17 divines. And if I check these, let's get rid of the Elder Influence and just purely check for the attack speed. 6 divines, but then it goes up to 15 divines, so I'd say the 15, 16. That's what I was selling them at. So, like, even without the influence, these are sitting at, like, a significant number of divines. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Like, that pay, like, these pay for... One of these basically pays for the entire craft. So then it's 3 profit. It took a lot of effort, as you saw. It was very poorly done. I could have definitely done it better. Seeing what else survived. Nothing expensive. So yeah, just mostly stacked speed. Because there's a lot of modifiers for the grasping male that aren't modifiable. If you go and look up grasping males and you're trying to see the different mods, there's a lot of them that are not actually percentages that you can change. I'll actually edit that to the end of the video to show that off. So here are the grasping male mods. I'm going to go ahead and just show, you know, if we switch by weight, you can see that there's like this one right here doesn't have anything, no tags, no tags, no tags on this one too. There's a lot of no tag stuff here. And what we're actually after in this craft is we're trying to get this one right here, which is the attack speed per 25. So I can technically scale this off of attack or speed. The issue is that attack also has bleeding, causes you to not take extra damage. And that is 1,000 weight. So theoretically, I could do it, but I would have to also have enough negative fizz to make up for that, and that just seems like dumb. So I went with the speed. Now, what else did I actually lower? Well, I forgot to lower crit, but crit isn't actually that big, as you see, 250. I did a little bit of lowering defense because it is here up here. One of the most common is actually the increased global defenses, whether people know that or not. So that weight is why 50% increased global defenses aren't that expensive right now, Fractured, I guess. I made sure to do cold. I don't remember if I did caster or not. I always mean to do caster, just because it hits this one right here a little extra. Attack, of course, attack and fizz you want to use to get rid of this. Fizz gets rid of this other 1,000. Lightning gets rid of this. I did elementals, which elemental, as you can see, gets rid of a ton of stuff, but elemental's expensive. Previous crafts I did on a smaller scale. I used fire, cold, lightning separately because I already had them. You can also get rid of mana here. But yeah, even my failure, let me check real quick. I have the game open in the background. My failure is cover in ash, right? So if I do Control F, cover in ash. Okay, so that is actually a a prefix, 1,000 weight, no mods to actually stop it. So that's, that's why I had a bad hit. But getting 1 out of 5 bad, I mean, you can still sell it for something, I guess. Also, if I wanted to make something for myself, which I might, I can still use that shaper. What I can do is I can get a hold of the percent increased dexterity on a different elder item. I can boost that up to be the tier 0, because you can actually still combine 2 items together. That still works, even with the fracture, because that's based on the influence, not the actual fracture. So this is on the PoEDB website. If you go on the actual wiki, the official wiki everyone uses, I did not see weights. I clicked the individual mods, and it just showed me really useless stuff. It said there wasn't any weights. So I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the description if you would like it to, make your own grasping males. I just thought I would share this because right now it's really profitable. I'm probably done with the league soon, so I'm not really worried about making a ton of money. So I thought I would throw this out here. I don't know if anyone else has made a video on how to make these grasping males with the attack speed, but they're really, really easy. Theoretically, you could try to craft up something where you also try to go for that percent dexterity in the craft, but I think that's not a good idea. I believe people were doing, I saw someone else, I think they had percent dex, it was 12% using tier 0, and then I believe they were able to craft, using the veiled craft, they were able to get percent all attributes, and if you're doing dex stacking, that's just better, right? And of course, as I said, if you have something that is shaper, you can always go for the shaper gem modifier, which is +1 to the skill gem. So anyway, hopefully you found that useful. Let me see if I can just click real quick back to the actual game and do another. Yeah, here we go. One last peek. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And because we're dealing with, of course, with these fractures, they're all level 1. There's no need to have the +50s, which really opens you up to do a lot more playing around with other stuff, such as saving your demons. And with the new bulk purchase, it was definitely worth it to save 8 divines.